Sturgeon Electric is in every aspect of the electrical market. From the simplest low-voltage work to the most complex high-voltage systems. We do distribution, substation, and transmission line work, along with transportation, heavy industrial, and large commercial projects.
Probably the most notable would be the DIA. We have done $50 million worth of work out there, and that was the moment that propelled Sturgeon, to become one of the greatest in the area.
If you're a lineman with Sturgeon Electric, you could be working anywhere in the country, from Washington State to here in Maine. At any time, we could be called upon to do a distribution line, substation line, or a big lattice job.
Railroad train tunnels doing ventilation projects. I've done maintenance in hospitals, worked out on the roadways. Just so many different things that we do, and that's what's neat about our company.
It's a big company, but it's also entrepreneurial, and I think that gives them great ownership of the work they do and pride in what they do.
My name is Don Egan, Operations Manager for the High-Tech Data Center Manufacturing Group. It was started about a little over a year ago, and we're talking today a little bit about the UL-listed power whips that we sell. It all starts right here. We cut the seal tight to a specific length. We pull the wire in, terminate them, test them. Everything's checked off by a third party. It took about 6 months from start to finish to actually get our UL listing, and it's definitely paid off. In addition to developing the power whips, we've also gone out and manufactured twist lock testers, and we actually have a guy that made these, very electronic savvy guy. It actually saves a lot of time in the field after these are installed for our field guys to test after they've been pulled under the raised floor. Some of our major clients that we sell these to are Verizon, eBay, Fortress, ViaWest, Progressive, Visa, Oracle, West Interactive, Quest. It's about $1 million a year business for us.
The history of Sturgeon it's an exciting part about being here and being with a company that started 100 years ago right in downtown Denver. We know that Mr. Sturgeon played a very predominant role in the industry, in downtown Denver, in the growth of the city. Everyone knows the Sturgeon name. They know that picture of all those electricians sitting down at Civic Center Park.
I went to work for Sturgeon in April of '53. Mr. Sturgeon was still president of the company when I went to work. I started out as apprentice, went from apprentice to journeyman to foreman to general foreman to project manager.
Yeah, I started in the line trade in 1962 and started out as a groundman, of course, like everybody does.
Torrell Lee Turner is his name. They'll go by Tex. And I started as a mechanic.
What kind of equipment did you work on?
Well, just about anything they had. From trenchers to bucket trucks and backhoes.
My name is Eunice Catania. In the beginning, we did payroll checks on a pegboard by hand. We calculated out, rate per hour times the hours, physically wrote out the check.
Put me on a crew, and at that time, all the linemen there was no hard hats. Everybody wore felt hats. That was the old, I guess a felt hat. That was what they wore. Anyway, after a while, they introduced hard hats, and all them old linemen refused to wear them, and they would throw them away. You'd go down the road, and there'd be a hard hat thrown in the ditch.
Then we had these huge spreadsheets that we'd have to add across and down, and by the end of the day at 5 o'clock those had to balance, because otherwise you couldn't leave until you were in balance.
We used to climb 30, 40 poles a day. It was actually a pretty dangerous job.
Can't remember which year it was. I think it was 63 or 64 when we had the big flood, and Sturgeon was down at 300 Vallejo, which is just along the Platte River, and we had 9 feet of water inside the building. We had sheds where we stored these like 2x4 fixtures, the lay-in fixtures, and when the flood came through, we never saw it. We had about 500 fixtures out there, and they were gone. It was a disaster, but we rebuilt. The company was better, and they became bigger and better, and it was a miracle.
We're down in Nephi, Utah. This is the Clover Substation EPC project for Pacific Corp.
Sturgeon Electric outside line, first of all, starts with key management personnel.
Sections. And what I can do,
and it filters on down through the field leadership, which is the construction managers, the superintendents, the general foreman. I think we're very fortunate that we have a lot of key people that have experience in all facets of the electrical business, including lattice erection. People that can go anywhere in the country and can help other districts or other major projects be successful.
Well, we have a great knowledge base. That means not only do they know the work well, but they also know the clients well. They know the wants and needs of their clients, and they know what opportunities are available for them.
I've spent 32 years in the trade. I'm a second generation journeyman lineman. My father was a journeyman lineman, something that you know, we take a lot of pride in. As you can see, everything is uniform and really has a perfect look to it. These guys are outperforming the schedule, and as far as safety is concerned, you know, we're second to none. Now, on top of that, I think we have probably the best fleet in the country. We have a huge advantage over some of the smaller competitors because they don't have the wherewithal to buy the larger fleet items that we do.
Black and red.
Good.
So you put all those together with a good safety program, and essentially you've got a dynamic electrical division that basically can do work anywhere.
Beautiful.
We saw technology leading the industry, and no longer do you get a 100% designed document to bid. And so we have a very elaborate CAD department.
Taking other contractors' files, putting them together to make one global model of the particular building. Right now I'm on the Castle Rock Hospital project. Right here, there's a collision, and this is a fire protection line. That's what we can find in the Navis program, is collisions like that. And so sitting here, through coordination, he'll move that in the model so that when his guys out in the field go to install that, they're not going to have this collision. All he has to do is raise up 3/4 of an inch to an inch, and there won't be any collisions at that point. It is way hot stuff. I got started in it in 2006. At that time, nobody was doing it, but it has made it to the Rocky Mountain region, and we believe we are the leader of it in the Rocky Mountain region.
Very experienced pre-con folks who understand the design industry, leading right into the CAD modeling that we do. And CAD has allowed us to prefab at a level we never even imagined before. We're building assemblies built in a controlled environment with great lighting. We ship to the job site ready to install. Not only are our CAD technologies improving the planning and prefab process, our foremen no longer rely on stacks of drawings and a cumbersome updating process.
Let me bring it up real quick.
They're carrying mobile devices that are uploaded daily with every document that used to reside in the construction trailer.
I thought that reflective ceiling print showed...
One of the things it does for us is it streamlines the process of managing our information. In the field, information is king. They've got the information, it's updated, it's accurate every day, all the time, to the point where the general contractor and other subcontractors are coming to Sturgeon people saying, I need some information, can you help me out here? You know, we've got this stuff at our fingertips.
Every single drawing that we have electrically is in here.
They're walking this area now.
The speed of construction has continually climbed over the years. Now we have the ability to truly manage the project at the same speed on which it's being built.
At Sturgeon, our focus is building long-term relationships. As an example, the talented doctors and nurses at the Children's Hospital main campus are moving into their beautiful new 10-story East Tower.
This operates all of the emergency power throughout the whole building.
Meanwhile, our crews from the East Tower have mobilized the next project for Children's on their new South Campus. Sturgeon has great people, and we're embracing technology in all we do. This has allowed us to be successful for 100 years, and no doubt will carry us into the future.
This is the Federal Boulevard Lighting and Traffic Signal Project. I'm Jim Bushnell. I currently head up the Colorado Transportation Group. And then all the street lighting down each side of the roadway, that's new that we've installed. It's kind of interesting because I'll be driving around town and it's like, oh, I built this intersection. Oh, I built that intersection. I guess after being here 28 years, I can see stuff I've done all over, which is kind of neat. Where's the transformer getting power for these lights?
And you know, seeing a job, seeing it from start to finish, and the excitement of getting it done, all the deadlines, and then seeing it at the end, all the lights work. I mean, to me, that's the exciting part.
When I started in the mid-'80s, there were only a few electrical contractors doing roadway work. And back then it was essentially pretty simple projects, building traffic signals or building highway lighting projects. Now we have high-tech, intelligent transportation systems on our highways. We're building smart, intelligent highways where people can pull up an application and they can see I-25 is congested and they need to take an alternate route, or what is the driving time from the north side of Denver to the south side of Denver? Sturgeon Electric is one of the premier contractors in this industry. There's not that many contractors that do this type of work.
The walk light is on to cross Sheridan Boulevard. 60, 15.
It's the way of the future, and Sturgeon Electric is uniquely positioned to capture this marketplace.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
When I talk about work to people, either my family or friends, they always say, God, you work for a great company, and I agree.
I think the actual employees out in the field are proud to work for us. I think once people get here, they want to stay.
Let's just go around and see what we got planned for the day.
I hear stories about other companies where, you know, you're just kind of like a number and you show up, and it's not like that here. It just seems like everybody cares not just about you, but about your family.
Careful, watch the streets. It's kind of icy this morning.
Well, safety is an attitude is what it comes down to, and you have to have the right attitude. My attitude is caring about people. it's paid dividends for us, because not only do our people more productive because they feel that people are actively interested in them, they also perform better.
The safety culture, as they put it, it's part of our daily life now.
They've given you an estimate?
And by our life, I mean us too in the office. I mean, it used to be that it was just, oh, the guy's in the field. It's not that way anymore.
So we have made a lot of changes and taken ownership of a lot of things that we might have done outside of the company before. One of those things is our rubber room, where we do dielectric testing of all of our equipment. We test at a greater frequency than what OSHA would require. That's our commitment to our people, to make sure that we are always one step better than what the rest of the industry might do.
Uncompromising. You know, what we put back into our people is not the industry norm. I mean, we go way above and beyond. It's been this way since I've been here.
And going in. Here.
We got involved with the 100-year anniversary of Sturgeon Electric. We were asked to gather up some equipment, and we really didn't have to do a whole lot because our equipment generally is in pretty good shape. It generally looks pretty good.
That's what I'm saying.
We're in downtown Denver in front of Civic Center Park. Yeah, and you stay there, Jason.
Like this?
And the amphitheater was used as a backdrop in the 20s, and so we would like to just recreate that image today with some of our modern equipment and employees that have worked for the company for a number of years.
You gotta mix it up. Somebody sit on a truck rail,
Yeah, maybe
or put a foot up.
I think we need to pull Krista out somewhere because you can't see her like at all. So this project has been amazing to work on. It's been really one of the fun parts of my job.
It's nice to be part of a tradition that started 100 years ago and continuing now.
We take pride in our work, we take pride in our teams, the jobs that we complete, and the company as a whole.
From the top down, it's been an excellent organization. I've been truly lucky to be here and have the opportunities I have.
Okay. Well,
You know, Rick Swartz is the vice president now. He was an apprentice when I was here. And just watching these people grow into the jobs and take over the company, and it's a good feeling. It's going strong.